I'm now having to re-record this for the third time because I'm a moron. Hello everyone, welcome back to the next of our Transformers reviews, and today we have the Legacy Dragstrip. This is the first of the stunticons that I'm going to be reviewing. Don't look back there. And I mean, I've had this guy for a couple days now. I haven't had a chance to review him. This guy's fun. He's a good figure, honestly. Even if I had a choice, if I was just trying to expand my Legacy collection and this guy wasn't part of a combiner, I would probably buy him anyway. Just because, if I knew how fun he was, I would buy him anyway. Just because he's a fun little toy, and he has a great looking alt mode, honestly. And it's not even hindered by the fact that he has to combine, because all you really do to combine him is just... Where is my, Here we go. All he has to do is just kind of, self-destruct. I can't get him to do it. All he has to do is just kind of self-destruct. That's how you combine him, just so that I don't have to say it later. That's how you combine him. You just kind of, something goes into that little slot and splits him in half, and then that's how you combine him. You just split him into two pieces. Anyway, moving on, get this out of frame so I don't get my video taken down again. Let's talk about some of the paintwork. So the paint is great. I love the color they used here. I can't tell if it's green or red, but it's a cool color. He's got that same color up here. Is this green? Has this been green the whole time that I thought it was red? Oh no. That's red for sure. But is this green? If that's green, I'm going to be kind of concerned that I didn't notice. Looks red. That might be green. I'm never going to unsee that now. But yeah. Dragstrip. I'm colorblind, in case you didn't know. I have like a eye thing. I can't see colors correctly, and this isn't looking right. But, very good spoiler for it just being his feet. I want to point that out. He's got the engine back here. And yeah, very good drag race car. Drag racer. I don't know what this car is called. I'm just going to call it a race car. Don't sue me. Don't come at me for not knowing what it is. Race car. Very nice race car. I want to know what this is called so I can describe it accurately, because I just have to call it the front of the car, which sounds dumb. But yeah, let's talk about his weapon storage real quick before we get into transformation and such. Plug the guns into these ports, and that is one of the only times I will accept weapon storage, because that actually looks cool and the post isn't just visible, which it tends to be. Yeah, and he does roll pretty well too. You have to make sure that these panels on the bottom are pushed up very firmly, otherwise he won't roll. But if you do that, he rolls quite well. Oh, that wasn't right. Rolls quite well. Now we're going to remove these, and we're going to put him off to the side for a moment while we talk about his packaging. I swear he has... Oh, I threw it a second ago. I forgot about that. Come over here. His packaging! I'm going to try to make my reviews shorter, just so you know. That might be a thing I do. At least this video is going to be shorter, but... Here we go. Dragstrip in his race car alt mode. Very typical Transformers stuff, or Legacy stuff, like that. Hey, that's him. That's you. It's you. Oh my gosh. On this side, Dragstrip written in Cybertronian. We have Dragstrip looking awesome here. He's got his wheel on the front of the car there. That's kind of weird. And we've got this close-up, which I believe to be the same image. Product 2 images on the back here, looking very nice. 1 of 5 of Menasor. It says the same thing up top. Now we are going to Now we're going to put this off to the side, and let's talk about his transformation. I'm going to raise my camera up a bit for this. Now we're going to start off by untabbing that, basically cracking him in half like a lobster, and keep pulling upwards until he looks like this. Then you just finish undoing the legs here. Push these panels up. Fold the spoiler down to become the feet. And split his legs in half. Or split his legs. Or rather, separate his legs. Now, rotate his waist. His waist does do a full rotation. Just so I don't have to worry about it later. You're going to get your fingers underneath these little vent parts here, cooling things, and pry them open. Then this is a really satisfying part of this transformation. You're just gonna, and that click makes this whole transformation work. Listen to this. Beautiful. I hit the camera I hit it a few times, so I don't know if you guys heard just the chunk of my fingers hitting the camera, the mic, or if you heard the satisfying click. Yeah, you're gonna do that. You're gonna split this all in half, and you don't have to worry about this being misaligned because they're both on this hinge part here, so you don't have to worry about that. If it happens to go over here or over here, it will stay the same because it's on a swivel. Now you're gonna split the whole front in half and bring it downward. Then you're going to swing the front of the car back so that this is facing forward. You can also keep it with this, but that severely limits his arms and just doesn't look very good. Ugh, my yawning. Now, you can also keep these like this if you want, but I'll get into that later when we get to articulation. Now we're going to bring these up, or back rather, so that it looks like that. Very accurate. You're going to swivel these side sections up and back so that it looks like that. And you're going to bring his head out and up. Or if you're like me and you have OCD about transformations that reveal the head last or early, and you're going to bring it like this for the rest of for the whole transformation, then now you're going to flip his head up and collapse the chest. And then you will have a much more satisfying transformation if you're like me. Now this looks super cool. This guy is a great standalone robot. I don't know if I already mentioned that in this recording session because, like I said, this is the third time I'm re-recording this. I would buy him on his own. If I knew how fun he was, I would buy him on his own, even if he wasn't part of a combiner set. Which, I mean, I can't say that for him over there. You can see him. You can't see what he is, but him over there, I probably wouldn't have bought him if he wasn't part of the combiner set. I think this guy and Motormaster are going to be the best. I'm probably going to buy Motormaster next. Seeing as how I already have this guy and whoever the mystery stunticon is over there. If you've been watching my shorts, you already know who it is. But yeah, I think I'll be going for Motormaster next. Is this all green? Oh my gosh. No, that's not green. That's red. Okay. I thought I misidentified his whole color scheme. All right. Let's talk about the paint. You'll see it is like it's magical. It's literally magical because you'll see that all of the paint has magically disappeared now that we've transformed him. He has a lot of yellow. He's got, of course, the green/red on the chest. I'm very confused by it. He's got the red stripes, possibly green and red. And, of course, yellow. He's got the, hey look, the Lego brick in his chest isn't Lego-y anymore. It's just normal brick. And looking at the head, very nice. I need a sip of water. In a moment. Where did you go? I got my drink. Now let's talk about his face sculpt. Really nice with the black and the hollowness, which is because it's the seat of the car, and I think it's really cute that they made that attempt, or funny rather, how they molded the seat into the head. I'm not sure if I mentioned that already. Why do I have glitter on my finger? Where did glitter come from? What is happening? But yeah. It's molded to look like the seat because it's just in the front of the car when he's in. It's still there. One moment. Wow. Not this time. I think I got the glitter off of me. What was that? You messing with me? No glitter. Okay. No glitter. We're good. So, head sculpt is beautiful. He's got like Wheeljack's fins, that I think, sorta, kinda. And then red, which is definitely red, but this one's definitely red. Then he's got the silver faceplate with the nice red visor, always looking awesome. It's a very nice head. It's a very drag strip head, you know. Now, for the articulation, the head is unfortunately only on a swivel, except you can sort of get it to look down using the transformation hinge. Other than that, can't look up at all, unfortunately, but you can look down ever so slightly. Now, for these, you can have them like this, you can have them angled back, you can have them fully back, you can have them angled in, you can have them as a cape-looking thing, like a vampire's wear. If you want Dragstrip to be a vampire, he totally can. Next, he can fully extend it. Well, he can sort of fully extend his arms. He can actually fully extend his arms if you move these in a bit, and he can go and do the full T-pose. He can rotate his arms 360, but they sort of get stuck on this unless you do the same thing I mentioned earlier and move those to the side. But it's not too big of a problem here. But yeah, forward all the way, back as much as you need. And he has a bicep swivel that sort of like soft clicks into place, if you can see that. Goes like... Okay, you can't see that. There's like a soft click when it passes the middle there. And it's really nice. If he feels satisfying to handle. Make click. He make click, he be good. And very deep elbow bend, which allows you to get some really nice gun holding poses with him. Nothing at the wrist, which is a bit unfortunate. He has waist rotation, as I mentioned earlier. I said I wouldn't have to mention that. I'm wasting time now. His feet, or his legs, go back as much as they need to. Forward. Not all the way, but a good amount. Outwards, an insane amount. He can do the karate high kicks, which is awesome. He has full thigh swivel. 90 degrees knee bend. But it's very high up, so it's a bit dumb looking. Like, you can't make him kneel. You can just make him dramatically run, I suppose. Make him, or skid to a stop after running. That's the noise that you make when you stop, right? Next, ankle tilts. That's kind of odd. It looks good up to about, like, here. Then it starts to look weird. Then if you do it all the way, it's just, oh. They move back, though, which is always fun. To have just a random little piece of articulation that doesn't mean anything. It's always just interesting to have, in case you need it. And that's all for his articulation. So let's talk about his comparisons with other sizes. We have him with a Micromaster. This is Swindler. Then we'll put him with a Deluxe with Earthrise Barricade, Small Voyager, Siege Impactor, normal size Voyager. Oh, his cannon's all messed up. Normal size Voyager, Legacy Tarn. Love this man. He's so great. Legacy Tarn. And for a big / old Voyager, here he is with a Voyager Revenge of the Fallen Optimus. So yeah, that's cool. You're coming with me now. This is like the battle damage version, but I don't think it matters all that much. And here he is with the Combiner Shelf. A shelf that he will someday join. He's probably going to be bigger than Abominus is. Also here he is with Small Things. Enjoy the small things. Back to the table. Now, let's talk about this. If I take my handy dandy thingamabobber here and I stab him in the back, I am the spy, he falls apart and we can recreate the scene from, Transformers 2001. I want two! Anyway, let's put him back together. That's what he has, and that's one point he has over Movieverse Jazz. He can be put back together after being ripped in half, which is always nice. Unless we're talking Masterpiece Jazz. That one has a really cool feature. That's not important, though. Let's talk about his guns, because he's got guns. These can also, I'm just going to mention this because it's dumb, and I don't know why you would want to do it, but if you want to do it, he can combine his two guns to be one big gun that he can't hold properly. If you want that, you can do that. He fell over in the funniest way possible. Now let's give him his blasters, his very cool looking blasters. And like I said, with the deep elbow bend, you can get some really cool gun-toting poses. And not to mention, he is Fire Blast compatible. Let's show. It's a bit, you have to kind of stretch it to get it on there, which I know a lot of people really don't want to do that, but I don't mind it because, if it's rubber, it's meant to stretch in some capacity. Where did the other one go? Here it is. This one, not so much, just because this one has a very particular size to it that's meant for mainly siege weapons. Here we can do like a, we can do a pew and a pew. We can do the pew-pews. If this stops bending the wrong way, there we go. Pew-pew, dragstrip. You can pew-pew down the raceway, you know? Yeah, you know what I mean. Anyway, very cool guns, very cool figure, very much fun. I love this figure so much. Like I said, this is one of the few things that I could safely say, if it wasn't part of a combiner, I would still buy it. Because, like, any of these guys, I usually can't say that, except for, like a Power of the Prime's Grimlock. I'd probably buy him, and maybe the Slug, or Slag, or whatever. Maybe I just swore on camera. Who knows? But yeah, I'd buy them anyway. That's about it. But yeah, this guy is one of the few exceptions. He's a very fun figure. If you have the money, and this guy, I think this guy might have been scalped a bit. All of the stunticons are starting to get scalped, and I'm kind of angry about that because I got to it late. But yeah, get him if you can. This is a very good addition to my Legacy collection. And that has been Legacy Dragstrip. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Do all the YouTube stuff, like, comment, and subscribe. I especially appreciate it when you comment, as it shows me you cared enough to comment on the video. And until next time, I hope you enjoyed. Bye.